So everybody's talking about the economy and how things have risen, prices have risen, and people make subtle jokes about the economy, but we cannot look away from the fact that people are actually struggling. Couples are struggling financially, individuals are struggling financially, companies are struggling financially, and are even having to let go of people. And so many things might be happening in people's lives, good and bad, but how many times do we take a moment to just consider the people that are having a hard time? We are celebrating our pregnancy, but there are so many couples that are trying to conceive, and that's why we chose to do this video. This is just our encouragement to couples that are going through a hard time, no matter what it is, financially, emotionally, intimately as a couple, or trying to conceive. We're just going to share encouragement today, and whenever you feel down, whenever you feel like things are really not working out and you just need a pick-me-up, let this be your video. You can just save it, you can, whatever it is, share it, but come back to this video and watch it and be encouraged. So for the couples, the families, the individuals that are struggling financially, I just want to tell you that this is not forever. And so many people are struggling the same way. That may not be an encouragement per se, but you are not alone. And many times you may not even be able to tell that this couple is struggling, but just continue to run your race, continue to do your things diligently, continue to do your work diligently, whatever it is. Even if your work is not paying yet, continue to do it. You are sowing a seed. And for people that are living large or are not struggling, this is a reminder for you to be generous. Tap into that generosity. Someone might not even be willing to open up and tell you that they are struggling, but if you feel it upon your heart, like whenever you feel like you have a bit more, do maybe some grocery shopping for a couple, for a family, or just send them that 100k. It might not cost you much, but it will mean the world to the couple that you have sent it to the family that you have sent it to. And I have to emphasize that continue to be diligent, because many times when you're struggling financially, it's hard to be diligent. You're like, now why am I suffering? Like, I'm not even earning from this. But continue to be diligent. God will bless that. God will bless that heart. And continue to communicate as a couple. I know money conversations are difficult ones to have. Money conversations bring a lot of tension. I, for one, do not like money conversations, but have them. Don't allow that tension to build. Ask those questions. Where did this money go? How are we going to use this money? Have those conversations as a couple. Know that it's a season. Know that it's a season and it will pass. And it has to pass with the both of you together and even closer than you were at the start.
Well, if you're a couple and this is where you are right now, just remember that you have to still communicate with your partner. And I think the most vulnerable with them, as difficult as it sounds. And especially if your husband, your wife is the fact that you married them, you doing life together. So whatever affects you affects them and the other way around. And even when you're single, it's still an encouragement for you.
And also, because we were also once single, and the time that we were struggling financially.
Were we?
Yeah, we're not bawling. But continue. Like, if you don't have a job, you're looking for a job, you keep getting rejection letters, that doesn't mean you stop applying. That doesn't mean you stop volunteering. Make sure that your time counts for something. So volunteer, work, be creative. There's a lot of things that you can do online. Try and be creative. People have started thrift shops. They go to Owino, get nice clothes, iron them, put them out for sale, and they make money. So open your mind up to the many ways that you can make money.
Yeah.
Something to add?
Yeah. There's a time when the Israelites were crying out for help because they were not doing well. They were enslaved and they were there for 400 years. But the fact that they kept persisting and praying, their time came. God had and sent Moses, and he eventually managed to lead them out of
Egypt.
Yes. And so that, I think, is also a very important key to just remind yourself that God is actually the owner of everything.
Yeah.
He's the provider of everything.
Yeah.
And so he will not let you down.
Yesterday, one of my friends, DK, said, God owns silver and gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he will supply all your needs in due time. Just remain diligent. And for the couples that are struggling to conceive, I just want to encourage you, first of all, to keep this connection between you and your spouse. I know that it's difficult. Many times your partner may not understand your emotions, but this is the closest person to whom you can open up. So make sure that connection remains. Keep it close. Like, whatever nasty thoughts and feelings that you might have, bring your partner in.
Yeah. And don't blame each other.
Yeah.
Because anyway, I know it might be a story everybody knows, but for me, what amazes me is the fact that yes, Sarah was way beyond her childbearing age, but it still happened. Yeah, it just shows you that time is not really the determinant of your ability to do certain things. So keep waiting, keep trusting in God, and of course do what you need to do, because there are some things which you can check, you can find out, and the time will come and God can surprise you.
Yeah. We have a couple friend of ours who took about 5 years to have their baby, and now they have a beautiful baby boy. So just keep at it, continue praying, keep your connection as a couple, because it becomes even more difficult when you guys are tense and things are not okay between the two of you. So continue to nurture that relationship. You do not know why God has brought that season for you.
Actually, there's another couple that I think got their first child after 13 years.
Yeah. You don't know why God has brought that season. Maybe it's to encourage another couple. I don't know. But just remain diligent. Keep the relationship between you and your partner very strong. Work at it and continue doing things. And then also go to a doctor. Visit a doctor to just rule out anything, because sometimes your mind is also playing tricks on you, and sometimes couples also have those blame games. It's you, no, it's me. Don't allow that to get between you. Go seek medical advice. Rule out everything. Don't allow the pressures of aunties, uncles, people who keep asking you, when are you giving birth? Tell them, in God's time we shall have a child, because no one gives children but God. Yeah, the entire process of conception and pregnancy is a miracle, and only God can do that.
It is indeed supernatural.
Yeah, so that's what we wanted to share today. It was really heavy on my heart for us to share that. And whenever you need this encouragement, please come and watch this video, share it with your friends who might need this encouragement, and don't forget to like, subscribe,